What's up, people? This is Niche Girl 30 here, and this is my review for Money in the Bank 2012. Um, Honestly, to be real, it wasn't that bad until the end. Let's go with the dark match first, shall we? The dark match really didn't make any sense to me to have Hunico actually fighting the tag team champions. It really didn't make any sense to me because, in my opinion, they have done nothing to even get at that point. But the fact that they were in a dark match, it doesn't necessarily matter. Um, Boom and Truth pretty much came out on top. But anyway, moving on from there, it wasn't necessarily. I mean, I really would like the actual Money in the Bank match to be a little bit further on the card. But unfortunately, we had this match first. We ended up having the Money in the Bank ladder match for the World Heavyweight Championship first. Um, Honestly, Cody Rhodes as well as Dolph Ziggler were the favorites in this match to win. And I'm gonna be honest, these matches were solid. All the Money in the Bank matches were solid. But starting with this one, it was solid. It was entertaining. It was pretty fast paced starting off because most of the people there, they only had maybe one high flyer, and I was really shocked to know that Sin Cara did not get eliminated this time. He did not eliminate himself by hurting himself that early. And I think that's the one thing they said, like, look, guy, don't please don't hurt yourself again. But either or, it was a good match. Sin Cara did not get hurt. And it's much to my disdain. And I have to be real. I preferred Cody to win, but I know how much I've been talking about all my videos and how I wanted Dolph Ziggler to be number one and how I thought that Dolph Ziggler should be in the top 10 or whatever, whatnot. The fact of the matter is, he ended up winning, so it's not so bad. I guess I can't totally hate on that. I guess I have to literally, you know, just be alright with it and move on. And I am alright with it because I think Dolph Ziggler should have been a main eventer a long time ago. But it does make me sad not to see Cody because I think Cody would probably be the better choice. But Dolph won. There you go. Moving on from there. Sheamus versus Alberto Del Rio for the World Heavyweight Championship. Okay. I got fooled. With all the promotion, especially with Alberto Del Rio's face smack dab on the poster, you kind of thought that Alberto Del Rio would be the favorite to win this match. Once again, I was wrong. Sheamus ended up keeping the belt, which I guess isn't all that bad. But Dolph Ziggler came out thinking that he was going to cash Money in the Bank, and it would have been interesting if he did cash it in and if he did lose, because he would have been the first. That would have made him go in a completely different direction. Not necessarily turning face, but it would have taken his character to a completely different level, in my opinion. So I thought it really would have been interesting if he did lose the belt. But the bell didn't ring, so he still has the title. I mean, he still has his Money in the Bank contract, which, in a way, I guess is a good thing. And I thought they were going to go that route because there was a rumor saying that they were going to go that route, but I guess they changed their mind at the last minute. But moving on from there, we honestly had a few fillers. The one filler match that they actually did have was a tag team match. They had the Boom and Truth come out, and they ended up having a match with Epico and Primo versus the Primetime Players. Now, the one thing I like about it, the one thing I didn't like was the fact that Epico and Primo actually beat them in this match. They won this match pretty cleanly, kinda. But either or, it doesn't really make the Primetime Players look strong. I mean, okay, I take that back. The match was pretty good. But the only gripe that I have with it, okay, there's two gripes. Okay, there's two gripes, for real. There's two gripes. My first gripe is the fact that AW literally took the energy out of them. He was a really big distractor. He was distracting the entire match. I know he's trying to be a good heel, but the fact is that him being on the mic really did affect the crowd. The crowd really wasn't into it. They were getting annoyed and irritated by him being on the mic. It should have been to the point where that mic should have had like a small malfunction or something, and they would have been able to focus on the match. Because I think that him being on the mic took away from the action in the ring. And I just think that they should have done something by having, I don't know, somebody spray water on him, Rosa like throw water at him to short out the mic. I think that probably would have worked a lot better and would have got the crowd going a lot more again. But unfortunately, I think that AW's actions on the mic kind of killed the crowd a little bit. And also the fact that even though it was a great match, and in a way, it was kind of slow as molasses. It started off great, but then it started becoming a little bit slow. To where now that even though Epico and Primo won, it didn't really make the number one contenders look all that great. But at the end, it finally started a feud between the Boom and Truth and the Primetime Players. That was, seriously, that was a straight up hood moment right there. Especially the fact that AW was like ready to take off his shoes and throw down. That was a hood moment right there, like straight up. So I really did like that ending. I really think that it kind of brought more life back into that feud. But actually, it brought life in the feud. Like, started the feud going. And I really did like the way it ended. So it wasn't all that bad to me, and especially the fact that I was like literally screaming loud and yelling at my TV the entire time, and just screaming and laughing at the ending. So I think that was a good ending the way it did go. Um, Ryback ended up having a filler match, and yeah, sure, it wasn't necessarily a squash match because of the amount of time it went between Hawkins and Tyler Rex. Well, well, not like I really care because honestly, I really feel like Ryback should be in a feud by now. He should definitely need to have an opponent that's within his caliber. But let's face it, there's nobody like that. There's nobody there. I don't even know. I don't think Mason Ryan is there anymore. Batista's not coming back. He's gonna be in MMA. Um, Brock Lesnar is gonna probably be back only for like the big four, and that's it. You know, he really doesn't have any competition, and I don't know what they're gonna be doing Ryback after this. Like seriously, it's just getting old by having people that he just beats up on. But anyway, I really didn't care about that match. But moving on to the Divas match, didn't really care about it either. I actually went to go get something to eat and came back. I didn't really care. But the fact that you know well, I'm really trying to think of something to say about the Divas match, but I really just did not care about it. It was random. It was absolutely random. It had no reason to be there. It had no reason to keep me interested, and it's sad. It really is sad. But and I know everybody's out there saying that because of AJ, the fact that more Divas are on the air. Yeah, I hate to say it, but yeah, that's true. And speaking of AJ, good grief. The match, the most overhyped main event ever. Like, seriously. In my opinion, this match was entirely overhyped. This match was entirely overpromoted over everything. And I'm talking about the WWE Championship match. CM Punk versus Daniel Bryan for the WWE Championship with AJ as the special guest referee. Let's face it. This match was overhyped, overdone, over everything because AJ did crap. She did absolutely nada for this entire match. Sure, she had her own little sentimental, crazy moment in the back when she was talking to Josh Matthews, but still, she did nothing for the entire match. All she did was just entice guys like a Lolita. Like seriously, she was just skipping around like a 12-year-old Lolita. Like really. And it's just to the point where I got really annoyed because it's bad enough that she took the entire energy that was supposed to be put into the belt itself, into the match itself, the match for the belt itself. She took all that energy away, put that on her, and then get injured and be gone for like the last 15 minutes of the match or however long it was, and then came back out just to do it cleanly? What? You just pretty much teased everybody for a while now, for like nearly 3 weeks, teasing that you're gonna go rogue or just gonna go in a completely different direction, making people so energetic about this match to not do nothing. Yeah, that's pretty much all I can say about that match. It's sad because these guys are great wrestlers in the ring, great chemistry in the ring. They can pretty much go at it at any point in time and still make it a good match. Completely sucked dry because of AJ. With AJ finally leaving, and the crowd didn't care. Like AJ literally brought life back into the match by bringing in a chair. Ah! But anyway, it's just sad. It's just really sad to me. The match wasn't bad itself. The The overall match was pretty good. All the Money in the Bank matches were good, especially the final one. And the final one was the Money in the Bank ladder match for the WWE Championship with all four guys, five guys. Forgot one person, and that's The Miz. The Miz came out and pretty much declared himself to be in the Money in the Bank match for the main event, which really did make it interesting for me because I really did miss The Miz. I really did. He really didn't get much of a fair shot since he got shafted after becoming champion last year. But now that he was, and I was like thinking to myself, oh, it's a huge insult having The Miz come out there but not having him in the match. Good for them. Good for him for having him come out there and try to get himself in a match. But regardless of that, the cool part about it is that even though he was involved, really there really is no cool part about it. Like the title says, it ends in a botch. It ends in a botch. Seriously. John Cena freaking breaks the handle off on Big Show's head and wins? This is how you're going to end it. Really? Not in one big blow up, one big triumph, blaze of glory. You're just going to make it this? Oop, I broke it off. I win. That's what it was. The entire... I was really hoping that I was wrong. I was really hoping that The Miz would win. I was really hoping that Kane would win. I knew that Cena would win, but I was just hoping that maybe they'll do some kind of a swerve on us, like and some like they did last year with Money in the Bank. They did the biggest swerve in WWE history when they had CM Punk win the belt and take it away from WWE and leave the ring with it. He left the freaking arena. That was practically the biggest swerve in the WWE history, in my opinion. Well, not overall, but either or, that was one of the biggest swerves, probably one of the top 10 swerves. But still, the fact that they actually had it in a botch was just dumb. Oh my gosh, really? Okay, overall thoughts of this entire pay-per-view. The one thing I can say is that the matches themselves were pretty solid. Everybody in the Money in the Bank matches, whether or not it was a championship match, the WWE Championship, or the World Heavyweight. The one thing I can say about this is that, honestly, everybody in the ring had good chemistry. They had good chemistry. They were able to be in sync. They were able to be fluid in all the matches. Yes, it was lame, the fact that AJ, all she did was got bounced off and she had to leave for 15 minutes. And it was even lamer that John Cena ended up winning on a botch. Yeah. So, for this being worth your money, I would say wait until it comes out on DVD and rent it. Don't buy the pay-per-view. Don't try to own anything Money in the Bank wise. Don't try to buy the pay-per-view. Wait until it comes out on DVD or Blu-ray. Seriously, don't buy this pay-per-view because it's not really worth your money. I would rather wait until it comes out on DVD if you really want to see it. This is Nature Girl 30 signing off. Peace out, y'all. See you later. See you on Monday Night Raw. Peace.